Zach.
Back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Off the Elite 8 run, we back, man. We just not getting back, man.
Yeah, man. We're just not getting back. Active Alumnus Media is back to deliver you that fire.
Yeah.
Yes, from the point of view of two active alumnus, a 10. It's General Patton, and I got my co-host over there.
Active alumnus, Billey Madison, man. I'm here ready to rock. Excited to be back, man.
Let's
Been
go.
Been waiting, baby.
Patiently waiting. So today is a special episode. We are calling this episode today the Men's Basketball Banquet episode.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Billey and myself has flowers for the whole team for such a great season, but we also have some individualized recognitions.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, we both going to tell you how we thought the season went. So I'm going to lead off by saying, what a phenomenal season. After losing our top 3 scorers the previous season, it looked very unique. But Tom Izzo pulled it off by winning the Big Ten Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
And getting those Spartans to march to the beat of a different drum.
Yes, sir.
10 players throughout the whole season split time, regularly sharing the floor, sacrificing personal goals for a whole season, man. Now, we in the same position again, possibly losing our top 3 scorers. And I'm not worried because of what just happened last year.
Yeah.
Tom said, don't doubt me, so I ain't going to doubt him. So with the same dim circumstances, losing our offensive production, I have faith that Tom Izzo is going to restore this team to another run. Billey, how do you think the season went?
Man, the season went phenomenal, man. I can't lie, man. It was a very, very good season, man. And first, for me, bro, like for this active alumnus media banquet that we having here, man, I want to say, just approach it from a different perspective, bro. Like this season allowed me, bro, I felt like a little kid again because not only because we was able to watch a couple more games and made a little run, I was able to connect with my dad more. We on there debating, arguing, agreeing, disagreeing, watching the game. So it's like, for me, it brought back that kid. I literally grew up on that campus. My dad went there. I grew up feeding the ducks, a little kid, 2-3 years old. It brought all of that full circle, bro, and just reconnecting. Even though I'm always connected with my dad, we talk every day, but it just made it feel like when we was a kid again, bro. My whole family, not just that, my brothers, my friends. It was a flash from the past, bro, and it felt like it put stuff back in perspective. It put us back where we're supposed to be on the national scale. The program is back where it's supposed to be. So it felt good. I'm appreciative for the memories, bro. We all know the accolades. We know what we did. We played all the phenomenal stuff that was almost never done on our teams. But, bro, for me, that personal the experience, me crying, me yelling, me screaming, me being emotional for 2 days after depressed, being able to overcome depression, like all of that, bro. Like, it just felt the right way, man. And I was a little sad. And when we lost in the Elite 8, I took it better than I usually take the loss, bro. I'm angry, but I'm like, bro, this is a great season. I can't even be mad at these boys. I can't be angry. I can't be upset at Tom no more. I can't say nothing behind closed doors about Tom because I love him so much. I can't say nothing, bro. He shut us all up, man. He turned the clock back. But like General Patton said, we got to do it again.
You got to do it again.
I said all that to say, what have you done for me lately? It all resets, unfortunately, Tom. So
yeah, but before it reset, bro, let's get some more flowers. So we're going to start off with the offensive player of the year.
My bad. Let me
slow down. I'm going to go ahead and get mine first. So
yeah.
I'm going to give it to Jace Richardson. Yes. All Big Ten rookie team, third team Big Ten.
Okay.
Jace was constantly, consistently, thoroughly on time.
Every time.
Hey, especially during our toughest stretch of the season, which they called our gauntlet, he came through, bro. He came through big time because we got quad one win after quad one win after quad one. Man, this kid was a bucket during that time, man. He averaged like 18 points a game over the last stretch of the season.
He went crazy, bro.
So I got to give it to him, bro. Who you giving your offensive player of the year to?
I ain't gonna lie, man. As much as I want to make this mysterious, we all know Jace was the unanimous offensive player of the year, man. Even when he wasn't starting, he was still he had that punch, man. He was so efficient. It didn't take a lot of shots to get him 15. Probably one of the most efficient players I ever seen, let alone freshman at Michigan State.
I second that.
Ever played, bro. That was crazy to watch. But, yeah, that's unanimous, man. It ain't much to add to that. Jace Richardson, unanimous offensive player of the year. It ain't even close.
They keep saying one more year. I still hear it, but I think Jason.
Please.
I think he's gonna be here for a minute, bro. I think he won a Final Four at Michigan State, so he's staying. And maybe he want to play with his brother too. I keep saying that. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
He ain't going nowhere. If he do, we'll edit this out and act like we ain't say it. No, he's staying though. I wholeheartedly believe we get one more year of Jace. So I ain't even worried about Jace leaving, man. So that's all I'm saying about that.
All right.
Jace another year.
Let's move on to our defensive player of the year.
Okay.
So for this one, I have no idea who you was gonna pick. So
I want to say this is gonna be tricky.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know up front.
Give him a jump roll, please.
I'm picking Jeremy, floor general. Fears.
You caught me off guard with that.
I knew I was gonna catch you off guard with that. So Jeremy Fears was not only the team leader in steals, but he was deployed as the head of the snake for a guard rotation that terrorized opponents all season. I mean, it was so many utility bills. He was just turning off lights left, turning off water left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Shutting it off,
you past due?
Yeah.
Turn it off. Yeah. Turn his TV off. What could you say?
Yeah, facts.
But man, he got our Spartans to be different as well because he was that point guard that was willing to play outside of himself. I feel like he adjusted his game for what Tom Izzo wanted, even though he is a Tom Izzo-centric point guard.
He is.
He wasn't looking to score first. He wasn't looking to score first at all. He wasn't looking to develop his offensive game or nothing. He was just fitting into where Tom wanted him to play. So the defensive part of that was all under his control, though. Yeah, so he making plays like the New Mexico State game where he got to steal at a crucial time to get Corin Carr a nasty breakaway.
Man.
I mean, that might have been one of the best dunks of the whole tournament, bro.
That might have been a defensive player of the year. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, so hey, Jeremy is out there putting his body on the line. He out there doing exactly what Coach wanted him to do. At some point, he even told Coach, "I want to win worse than you do."
Yeah, that's crazy. Say the time.
That's crazy.
Tom didn't even know how to respond to that. I'm sure.
So that's my defensive player of the year, man. Jeremy Fears. What a great year, man. Shout out to him. General salute. Who you picking,
man,
bro?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't go with Fears, but that play alone, when we think, all right, who your defensive player, that play alone popped in my head. I'm like, dang, I was going to go with him off of that play alone. And we know he been phenomenal all year. He checking the point guard, making their life miserable, checking the two. I agree with everything you said. I got nothing to add to that. We know how locked down Fears was. But I ain't going to lie. The guy that had the toughest assignment all year, I got to go with my super senior.
Okay.
Jaden Akins, baby. Hey, Jaden had a tough assignment every single night, bro. So I couldn't go nowhere else but Jaden. He did it all year from game one, from the Spain all the way to the Elite Eight. He guarded the top player. I couldn't go nowhere else. But like you said, this is a top defensive team, bro. You could have went almost anywhere.
Yeah,
but I got to go with Jayton just because of that assignment every night. That's hard, bro.
I respect that,
That's hard to do.
Yeah, no, he was. And like I said, it was a guard rotation that did this, that terrorized the opponents.
Yeah,
and
facts.
And Jeremy Fears, to me, was just the head of the snake. But shoot, hey, the way you tell it and the way you looking at it, He might not be the head of the snake. The singer might be the head of the snake. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, interchangeable. Take your pick.
Interchangeable. Yeah, you right, bro. So
yeah.
This next one, man, I don't know. I don't know, bro. The most improved player.
I
got a
this
strong
tough.
feeling.
I ain't gonna lie. This one was the toughest for me.
It was tough for
this
you?
Was it. I gotta see where you went.
Know
this
it's crazy.
Was tough for me, bro.
It's crazy, but I think we might end up picking the same person, bro.
Probably.
Because if you don't see this, you blind.
Okay. I don't feel bad.
Listen, my most improved player has grown by leaps and bounds. Yeah. Puns intended. I mean,
you know what that is.
His dunk package is already discussed on 2K, and he's not even in the NBA yet.
Yeah.
But he's been showing more and more of his bag this year, taking more shots, increasing his free throw percentage, and becoming a great perimeter defender. I strongly feel this guy has an unlimited trajectory and unlimited potential.
Untapped.
No other than my guy,
the
flying car, Corey Carr, most improved player.
Let's go!
Hands down. Hey. If you go anybody other than that, I don't know, bro.
Oh, why you gonna do that? That's crazy.
You went somebody different.
Bro.
That's
crazy. You saying that after
you went somebody different. That's nuts.
Let me explain.
Let you explain.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I ain't saying I went nowhere. But let me explain. I'm gonna say this. Dang, bro, you put me in a tough spot, man. I ain't gonna the way you just set me up like that, that's crazy, bro.
Oh,
all
man.
right. Look, I'm gonna say this, man. It's no way I can choose one player on this. I'm gonna just let the cat out the bag. All right. I had to go Cole. But I had to, and I'm gonna explain why. Because like you said at first, I'm like, man, no way. I'm going to flying car. He came from this. He hitting jumpers now. He hitting his free. Ain't no way, right? That's a no-brainer. All right, so this could go to Cohen Carr, obviously, who literally improved every facet of his game, right? It has the potential to be not only a lottery pick, he got the potential to be our best player, one of the best players ever. Just imagine if Cohen Carr gets not even shooting 40% from three. Let's say he shoots 33. Let's say he shoots 35% from the field. He got a consistent mid-range jumper. How do you guard a guy like that? How? That puts him in rare air, not only for this program, but now you talking NBA, bro. That's a whole different level, right? That's different. So not only that, okay? Bro, I could have went Kohler, right? That was my other one. I could have went Kohler, who added the three. He did more. He added to his bag, became a double machine. Rebound. I could have went with Kohler too, right? But I can even make a case for Fears, who throughout the year became better and better in everything. He started hitting his shots a little, he going to the hole, being aggressive. He learned how to run the team better. I could have went plenty of places. But honestly, I got to make this a team award because I could not choose. I'm sorry. I couldn't choose. I even went over my usual things.
What the?
But I got to make this a team award, bro. How could I pick, bro? Trade developed this year. He got better fears. The whole starting lineup, the whole team we was playing. How could I make this an individual award? I couldn't, bro. I tried. I know you weren't going to like it. I tried my hardest, bro. I went Cohen. Then I said, well, damn, how you going to leave Kohler out, bro? Kohler did this and that. Damn, how you going to leave Ferris out? Ferris became the point guard we knew he was, and he played into that role. Damn, how you going to leave Trey out? I couldn't decide, bro. And then I started thinking about the bench players. Think about Cooper. Damn, Cooper got the mid-range he hit. He doing his hook shot now. Bro, how could I decide? It's too hard. I couldn't go nowhere but the team. So, unfortunately, but fortunately, I had to go. I had to go with the most improved player being the players with the S, plural. I got to go with the team, the whole rotation, baby. Because everybody improved, the team improved. I'm sorry, I couldn't choose, man.
You just embarrassed me a little bit right there, bro. Nah, not
I
because you copped out.
You set me up for the
no, because that was a great answer, man. Hey, because how can you argue against that? Like,
bro, it's hard, bro.
Everybody had to improve for us to be this good. You're absolutely right, and the strength and that's why the strength in numbers concept makes sense. Yeah. Because if everybody at the beginning of the year was playing like they wanted that starting role, how was Tom Izzo going to distinguish who's my starter? Facts. He basically chose and split up the minutes. I really do think Kyrie's the most improved. But
I do.
I like your answer.
If you okay, you got to pick one. Oh, I guess I narrow it down to Cohen Carr. But I can't. I mean, you can't go wrong with Cohen Carr, obviously, because his jump. I think obviously, if we gonna just definitively say he had the biggest jump, let's say that he did have the biggest. This is what I was last year compared to this the player I am by far. Biggest jump. Kohler made little. But he was already, Kohler was every step. We didn't see him for 3 years, though. So we already seen Kohler already had the post moves. He already had the little mid-range. He just didn't have a green light. That's the only thing changed for Kohler. But in the three-pointer, and I think he could really already shoot that. He just wasn't allowed to because Tom got to trust you before he say, okay, you're big, you can shoot the three. Because remember, Kohler used to get cussed out for shooting that three sometimes. And he stopped. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, Tom was okay with it. So I think Kohler already had it. So you right, bro. Cohen, his jump was insane, and that's making me, bro, I don't even know the word to use, but when I think of what he will look like next year, bro, it's gonna be scary, bro.
What you just said is so profound. Both of them took a 5-point jump points per game jump, and both of them are now shooting threes at least 33%. Wow.
That's crazy, bro.
That's a great.
Hey, I couldn't pick.
That's crazy. I just thought Cohen Carr looked better.
Yeah, and he did because the jump was so big, though. But it's like, damn, Kohler did do some jumps too. It just wasn't as dramatic because Cohen needed more to work on more than Kohler. Like, so it's like hard to say who.
Wow, that's a good point.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, they both did a jump, but Cohen's looks crazy. Like, I think I was in awe sometimes. Like, he's shooting that, and that went in, but it looked like it went in too good. Like, it looked like he had an extra. I was perplexed, bro. Yeah. Like, and then I seen another one. That game was nuts. That's his real form now. He's actually. Then I seen him shoot another. Even the misses, it was like rolling out, and I'm like, bro, if he does this next year, bro,
consistently, inside out, baby,
player
inside
of the year. All-American, first team, Big Ten. What do you want? Whatever award you gonna name, the small forward award, Julius Erving, whatever award, it don't matter. If he has a jump shot and dribbles at a consistent level, national title, individual awards, I don't care what you put him, bro, you can't guard that. He's too explosive. It's impossible. It's impossible. Don't let us start posting them up.
That footwork is nasty. Let me
stop. I'm getting too excited.
So look, this one right here. This award right here.
This the one.
I'm just gonna tell you up front, bro.
It's gonna get tricky on this.
It was almost perplexing.
Oh, man.
So this was an award that was hard for me because I wholeheartedly believe the guy that I gave this to is about the most Spartan you can get.
Don't say it, bro. Don't do this to me, bro.
On the other hand, the actions
come on, don't do
that this guy took entering the portal just hung me up just a little bit. Hung me up just a little bit, like a hanger.
I knew
What's that old Spartan spiritual? Make me feel some type of way. it made me feel some type of way, bro. Rest up, my guy. Rest up, my guy. You know that's a Spartan spiritual.
Hey, that is a Spartan spiritual, bro. That's crazy.
But I'm going to just say this. Compared to all the blood, all the sweat, all the tears, the time, the love, the honor that this kid has poured into our program, that decision is just a drop in the bucket. So I can't stay hung up too long. Gotta fall off. So this is me saying I'm okay with what happened. I'm okay with what's going to happen.
You being mature, guys.
I'm being mature. Yeah. I'm moving on.
Good job. I'm proud of you, bro. I know this hard. This guy, hard for me.
This guy before this decision has stood up to the biggest threats. Led by example on the floor. Standing up for tradition.
Yeah.
I believe
All
my
that.
co-host once called him his favorite Spartan of all time. I mean, this is the
Why you doing
only,
this, man?
the
You
only
trying to make me
junior,
cry on this episode?
the only junior that has ever kissed the Spartan logo on his way out. This is a legendary Spartan dog, y'all. Etched in MSU Spartan basketball lore forever. Big general salute to Trey Jiggy Holloman, my Spartan dog of the year.
Jiggy!
So listen, with that being
Damn,
said,
bro.
I wish you the best, my guy. But know this, when we see you on the other side of that court, it's up
smoke.
and it's
smoke.
stuck. That's all I got to say. My
Man,
Spartan dog of the
man.
year, Trey Jiggy Holloman. Go ahead, give him yours, bro. Give him yours. I'm getting emotional over here.
Oh my God, bro, that's crazy, bro.
Yes.
You getting too good at setting these things up, bro. I don't like how you took me down that emotional roller coaster, bro. That wasn't necessary for you to do all that, bro.
It's so hard.
All right, bro. All right, let me
to
get
say
this over.
goodbye.
All right, dog of the year, Joe, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I second everything you just said. I agree with everything you just said. And yes, I did say my favorite Spartan of all time, man. And don't ask me how I feel right now. I don't know the status no more, okay? I'm dealing with some things.
I feel it.
I'm dealing with. So don't ask me to update that. No, we ain't telling you where it stands. Don't worry. But I did say that, okay? But, man. All right, for this is a true co, okay? I'm going to just go co. And maybe because my feelings hurt, okay? I don't know why. Because I know y'all saying it anyway,
You said
okay?
he feels some
You
type of
said
way, too.
That's your Spartan dog. He your favorite, and he your favorite all the time. Yeah, well, maybe I do. Maybe my feelings is hurt, okay? And I don't know. Maybe it's not. But I do got to co, okay? And this was tough, right? Even if this wasn't scenario, my boy Jig wasn't in the portal, all that, right? I still may have went this way, and I think this is what it would have been either way, right? And it's because I couldn't decide. Because I hold so much stock in what I always say, that true point guard, bro.
Yes, sir.
When we get that point guard. You know how much that is important to me and what it is to our program, right? So for me, that's always number one, which is why I went this way, not really because of the portal. You know, I still love Trey, don't worry. I am hurt, though. You hurt my feelings. But I went and I went with Jiggy, Trey Holloman.
Respect.
And I went with Jeremy Fairs.
Big salute to Jeremy Fairs. Oh my God, coming back from the
had to.
GSW, having a year like that, bro.
I had to. Came off of the horrific incident, the gunshot, but the dog that he showed.
Man, what?
We already know. I don't even need to highlight Trey Holloman, the push, the defending. You already highlighted all of that. I'm not gonna double on it and overanalyze or over just put icing on it. We know what Trey did. One of the dogs of all dogs that we ever had, right?
Dog.
No. But Jeremy Fairs, bro.
Yeah.
Embodying what a Michigan State point guard is, bro. Every game coming out, getting in somebody's face, talking crazy, time having to calm him down, getting
Calm
a
him
text
down.
sometimes,
He do.
just being there aggressive. Bro, the level of dog that he was born with is the reason that I had to go with Spartan Dog of the Year, because he was born with a different dog that you can't install. You can't teach that. That come from where you come from, the obstacles you face, your environment, your struggle. You cannot teach that, bro. That's something you born with. It's in you, and it's brought out with that environment it's created. So for Jeremy Fairs to embody that this year, to be Tom Izzo on the floor, to get in his teammate's face and say, get this shit together. Bro, what is you doing? All of that. I had to go with Cole because Trey and Jeremy embodies what this program is all about. And I'm going to leave it there because it hurt a little bit.
Man. Hey,
nothing else to say on that.
you couldn't go wrong with Jeremy Fairs, bro. That's
Yeah.
a fierce dog right there, man. No cap.
Man.
But This final question that I got for you, bro.
Yeah.
This one is the one right here.
Let's do it.
Now that we got the season over with, all the basketball stuff is out the way. We already know who won the Big Ten Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Went to the Elite Eight. Great season, right?
All that.
Now, the moment that I've been waiting to ask is here. And I've been wanting to ask you this for a minute now. Yeah. Because I know you got a good perspective on this. So it's a multifaceted question. Okay. What position or positions do you think we 100% need from the portal? Do you think it's another 1-year rental or 2 1-year rentals? Do you think we get another scoring 4-star like Frankie Fiddler, or do you think we get another 3-star rotational piece like Zapala? What you thinking we doing, man, with the transfer portal?
This is a great question, bro. A lot of parts too. So
yeah,
I'll break it down. So I'll answer this first because this I truly don't know, and I'm waiting to see. 1-year rental or 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure the direction time gonna go because time is a very mysterious man. Now we don't get to hear who we talking to, who we are. We don't hear nothing. We may be one of the only schools in America where we don't know nothing until we know it. Okay, transfer portal and all. So I can't even say what I heard the other guy, but he committed somewhere else. Okay, so I don't know. That's the only guy we've been in contact with, the former LSU guard that committed to Oklahoma State. So I don't know. I don't even know who else we're in contact with. But I will say this. I can answer what we 100% need. I'll attack that for sure. Okay, so for me, it's clear cut. I think we need, and I'm going under the understanding or belief that we get Jace back. Trey is in the air. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if he trying to come back, like weighing the options, negotiating. I don't know what's going on. But let's just say Trey gone because he's in the portal, and we don't know, right? Not because I want him to leave, but that's what it seems to be happening right now. Now, I'm saying that Jace coming back in my head, right? Because I haven't heard going to the draft. I haven't heard nothing. So, for me, that's a sign he may be coming back because a lot of people already, the for sure's went in there and they said, I'm going to the draft soon, immediately. Then you had the second wave that's coming out. The guy from Auburn went, Patton. So, I don't know, bro. I think he's staying. So, what I'm giving you, keep in mind, this is with Jace in the lineup, okay? Because I don't want it to sound crazy, okay? So now, what we 100% need with Jace still in the lineup and we lost Jaden and Trey, okay? We 100% need a backup point guard, okay? Or a combo guard. We don't need both. I think we need one or the other. So we either can get a guy who could run some point to back Fears up and start as the other guard at the 2 or the 3, right? Next to Jason Fears, or you have a straight-up backup point guard. Me, I would prefer the combo guard, somebody who could do both. You fill that hole for us, and then you could back up when Jason, when Jeremy's tired. Because keep in mind, Jace could play a little bit of point 2 for a little bit, not a whole, he could fit in and play some point 2. So we need a combo guard or a backup point guard who can get a bucket down the stretch, in tight games, when your offense ain't working and you got to go off script and just get a bucket, a la Tyson Walker, okay? That would be nice if we can get somebody like that close. A stretch or play the 1 and the 2 when needed. So that's what we need. So a combo guard, I think we only need one guard if he could play both. Just be a combo guard. So let's say combo, okay? Only other thing I think we also need, 2 players. So the combo guard and a center, okay? Specifically, a 7-footer. But if not, we'll take 6'10". We'll settle for 6'10". Okay, 6'10", 6'11". I'll take it. Bring them on. Come on. What do you want? All right, come on. We got to take a little bit of money off the top because you ain't 7 feet. But we need a 7-footer or a 6'10", 6'11" guy. Nothing smaller, okay? We don't need 6'9". We got plenty of power forwards coming in that's going to play Cam Ward, a dog. We got plenty of that. Kohlers, under 6. We don't need enough. We need one anchor. That's it. That can either back Cooper up or they can split that time, right? But the center needs to be able to put the ball in the bucket a little bit. I ain't asking for Akeem Olajuwon, but just somebody who could drop step, hook, that can get some buckets when the game slow down. We need that, right? We need that. So that's what I think we need, bro. I ain't going to be long-winded. Combo guard, center. I believe in the guys we got. We got Kurt Tang coming up. He going to be a role this year at the 3 spot. So I'm not worried about what we have. Everybody on the team, I'm like, that's good. But you still need pieces to go with it. You need more. You need a bench. You need people to, somebody to fill in, whether that's going to be Kurt Tang starting there or it's going to be somebody we get out the portal, or, like you said earlier, it may be a Scott that's starting at the 3. Maybe he comes in and he's ready from day one. It's hard for me to believe a freshman could do that, but we just seen Jace. So maybe I believe that a little more now, that they can adjust a little faster to game speed. So maybe we already got it, but I would still want to get a little security from the portal, bro. You got to have depth because that's our thing. Now, that's what we Michigan State, strength and number, that's what we do, bro. So that's what I think, bro. What you think we need, man? What you think?
The way you just broke it down makes a lot of sense, and I'm not going to lie, I went a lot of the same direction that you went.
Yep.
But the main difference is I think this year we approached the bargaining table with a little bit more leverage than we did last year.
Yes.
Coming off a successful season, of course, and a run to the Elite Eight will afford us something that money cannot afford us.
Yes, sir.
Selling a transfer on a chance to win, because that's really what we want at this point. Yeah. We want winners that will trust the process. And that's pretty much what we're getting from the high school recruits. That's why we still recruit. That's why Tom still recruit like he does. It's still important to us because everybody else is getting it from the portal.
Yeah.
We're cultivating it. You know what I'm saying? We're taking the high school kids from their mothers and fathers, from their families, and we're instilling in them what they need. Plus, they already, Tom Izzo recruiting a certain type of player, so they already coming with some dog in them.
Yeah.
But we putting that culture in them. And we making our players attractive. That's why you see them, come and take our best senior. Let me stop. But let me get to the next part of the question, or the first part of the question. I think that it's nothing that we 100% need, to be honest, because we got 2 great freshmen coming in. We got another freshman that was that's waited his time on the bench very patiently, and Kurt Tang, who's also a high recruit guy. And not to mention, we don't see nobody. I don't see nobody in the portal that Tom will get that's
either, bro.
Better than Trey Holloman.
Nothing.
Or, somebody that he's going to start in front of some, guys that he's been developing for years. And and if Tom does build off of what he did last year, getting 2 players out of the portal, which we never seen from Tom. If he does something that he never did again, it would surprise me. But if he did, I would expect for him to go and get a 4-star 3-and-D guy. Maybe he's a 1-year rental. And then for the other position, I would expect, Tom to go get a young 7-footer with some size, athleticism, and a blue-collar mentality. Not somebody that's ready to play, so maybe they won't be a 4-star, maybe a 3-star, but God willing, it is a 4-star. Yeah. Because we need somebody that's offensively gifted in the post, man. We need a scorer, bro. And we need a rim protector. Not saying that, we don't play good defense, but that rim protector makes a huge difference. It makes it harder for them to penetrate and get to the hole like they was doing against us. Y'all seen how we was missing a lot of layups? That's because they had the people we was missing them layups against. They had excellent rim protectors. Yeah. That's why you missed those layups. So hopefully it's not a diamond in the rough. It's somebody that's a little bit more put together. But I will say this again. Put huge emphasis on this. I don't think we would need anybody if Jace Richardson and Trey Holloman returns, and Jordan Scott and Cam Ward gearing up for another run.
Yeah.
That's another deep run, as a matter of fact. Oh, my God. Look, I just convinced myself. It's going to be better than last. It's going to be better than this season. Look,
yeah, I agree.
I'm just telling y'all right now.
Back with Kurt Tang, then your development is just normal then.
Yeah, if we get those players back, we really, really don't need nothing. We really, really don't. And it's a possibility that those that is exactly what's going to happen. That we may not need somebody from the portal. But if we do, like I said, young 7-footer, you want a 7-footer too. I see that look on your face. We need a 7-footer. I ain't selling it for 6'11", 6'10". I ain't paying them the same. And we don't need them the same. So the guy that I really wanted at that center position that wasn't a 7-footer was Badinga, but he ended up staying at Kansas. So
Man.
whoever it's going to be a shot in the dark, just like Zapala was. We had no idea at all until it was, oh, he was on campus? Oh, that's about to happen? Oh, he on the team? Oh, okay. So that's my take on it, bro. I think the transfer portal could be useful, but I don't think we necessarily need it if we get a couple players to return, mainly Trey Holloman and Jace Richardson. So that's how I approach it. That's how I think it's gonna happen, bro. I think those two can come back and we don't need none. But if they don't come back, or let's just say that Jace comes back, then we're gonna probably go find a combo guard, like you said, somebody that can run the secondary point guard, or somebody that can run the shooting guard, or just straight shooting guard, and let Jace Richardson handle the ball more at the point guard. So that's my take on it. I'm gonna end this show the same way I usually end it, man. Y'all already know. You shoulda been a Spartan. Go ahead, Billy. Talk to him. End the show, man.
Yeah, man. This is Active Alumnus Media, man. Home to the best duo since peanut butter and jelly. Now, where you come, like my boy just told you, man, you getting the alumni perspective. This is what we think. This is how we talk. This is what we doing. We arguing. Behind closed doors, we crying. We laughing. This is how alumni do, man. We go through emotions. This is real alumni emotions here. But
real passion.
If you like what we do, man, if you enjoy the show, please like, share, and follow us on all social media platforms. And please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Active Alumnus Media. If you don't do nothing else, make sure you lead with love. Go green!